What's going on, guys? It's Mark from MT Finish Mobile Detailing. Today we're going to talk about how we deal with situations when we're backed up on time and communicating with customers.
All right, Mark. So, how was your day today, man? How's it going?
Today's going pretty good, man. Just everything's going a little bit behind because we had a client that showed up 30 minutes late, and so it kind of set us back each appointment. So right now we're playing catch up at the moment.
So, give me the first schedule. Was it from 9 to 11, or how do you block them out?
Yeah, usually we do like an hour to an hour and 30 per car. When we schedule it, we get an idea how long it would take. And so say, for instance, how long it would take for the car and then how long it would take for traveling. But yeah, this appointment today, the client just showed up 30 minutes late. So it was either just reschedule with the client or just wait for him. And I chose to wait for him because right now we're getting booked up and I don't have time to reschedule him. So I kind of like just sat there and waited for him. And it did eat up our time, and now we're like running a little behind each job. So right now we're dealing with the situation. But if we're like, when we do run across these situations, we let the clients know. We have communications with them, saying, for instance, like I'll text the client, I'll tell them, hey, like we're showing up like 15 minutes late, is that okay? If not, we can reschedule. So we ask them that, and if they're cool with it, and they're cool with it sometimes, if they're not, then we'll figure out, we'll compensate for their time or go from there.
All right, Mike. Just so we have an idea of your schedule. Hey, and you're busy during winter right now, man. A lot of detailers are struggling. But your first detail was from 9 to 10, correct?
Actually, my first detail was at 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning?
Yeah, 7.
7 to what? How much time do you give yourself?
I did 7 to 8:30ish. No, actually, I did 7 to 9 just because it was in Laverne. So yeah, and then it gives me some time to move around.
And you finished that on time?
Yeah, that one got finished on time.
And then you went to the 9 to what? 10 or 11 appointment?
So the guy was scheduled around like 9:30. So I just went to go fill up water and just got something to eat real quick. And then that's when the conflict started happening where he's showing up a little late.
And what time was the next appointment?
For
the third one?
The third one was at 12.
At 12?
Yeah.
So you had from 10 when he showed up, 2 hours, but then what, 30 minutes, 45 minutes travel time?
Yeah.
And he set you back. What happened to the 12 o'clock appointment?
We still knocked it out. We got it done.
Yeah, but one thing you do is you don't try to reschedule it. You just try to detail faster, I notice.
Yeah, just detailing like, cause usually I take my time with like appointments, and I like to like be more detail oriented. They do pay a little bit extra like for the quality service, but if I do run behind, well, actually, usually all these clients that we do, they're all weekly clients, so it's like not even an issue. So we take care of their car every week or every 2 weeks that are in the schedule, so that plays in a part. So not necessarily have to rush the job, but just
be on it.
Just be on it, yeah.
I got you, man. You can't take your time, slow down.
Yeah, you can't talk to the clients for like 10, 15 minutes.
And then after that, we came here 1:15. You have to be out of here at 4. We have 2 details here. And then from 4 to about 5:30 before the sun goes down.
Yeah.
Sound about right?
Yep.
Now, you're running late. How do you communicate that with the next customer? Not this specific day, but in general. Hey, I'm sorry, like you mentioned, I'm going to be 15 minutes late. Would you like to reschedule? Have you ever had anybody reschedule? Or be like, never mind, I'm going to go find somebody else? Nah,
just because, like I said, we have like a relationship with customers. And so they're really understanding. And when you have like a good relationship with your clients, they have better understanding, which is like if it was a new client, sometimes you don't know how they're going to react. Say, for instance, if I had a new client, so hey, I'm going to reschedule. It's a brand new client. Sometimes they'll flip out, or sometimes they'll just run to Yelp and try to give you a bad review right away. And those are the people like that we don't want, because we do try to build like a relationship with our client. So just in case if we did have like miscommunication or something like that, they're not trying to hear like, they're not here trying to hurt our reputation or try to like, so yeah.
Got you. Now, you handle the situation well because it's all maintenance clients, but have you ever had a full detail or something that took way longer? Or what if they add another car? Like, hey, bro, can you do my wife's car real quick? What do you tell them in that situation?
I don't take anything like real quick, like, oh, can you do my wife's car real quick? Because it's never real quick. There's always something. Yeah, there's always something like say for instance, like, oh, my car's not that bad. And we get there and then we do the car, whatever, and they want to add on a new car. And then we don't know that they have kids where they have Cheerios inside of it, any dog hair. So I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm trying to make a quick buck and then you're going to hurt your reputation like that as well. So I just plan accordingly. If they want something done, I just say, hey, yeah, let's schedule you for the appointment for next time, and then go from there.
Is that experience talking right there, Mark?
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people will be like chasing the money, like, oh, I could squeeze them in. But I'm assuming that's when you put yourself in a situation where you hurt the business.
Yeah, you don't want to squeeze in people like that just because you don't know who you're dealing with. There's some people that, like I said, go back to the review situation, or they want to tarnish your name just because you showed up 10 to 15 minutes late. You know, you don't want to deal with people like that. So don't put yourself in a situation like that just because it's not really worth it for what, like 50 to like $100, and that review or that bad experience with the customer is going to live forever. So
Got it, man. Now, Mark, you're talking from experience. How did you learn this? From trial and error? Have you had a couple bad situations at the beginning, or did someone teach you this?
You kind of learn from experience, but then also at the same time, some of it's more like, in a sense, like common sense. For instance, like if you're, say, let's just go for the barbershop. Like if I'm at a barber right now and I'm trying to get my hair cut, and then the barber shows up like 30 minutes late, you're gonna be pretty pissed on the chair. So yeah, just take yourself, put your customer hat on, and put yourself in their shoes, and yeah.
Nice. Now, there's some things that you can't prevent. For example, traffic. You know, what do you do in situations where, how much time do you give yourself in between details? Or do you calculate it? Okay, this in Covina, I gotta go to Chino Hills, 30 minutes, take out your little whiteboard. Okay, it's gonna rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you calculate it?
So we calculate it on the system I use. Like I give like an idea. For instance, like it tells me for a wash takes about an hour and 30 minutes, and travel time, just like usually we're local, so around just say 30 minutes. So that's what I give myself, around an hour and 30 minutes for the car, and then around 30, I would say 30 to 40 minutes, just in case. If you do run into a situation like that, then you have that extra time. And if you do have that extra time, you can tell the client, hey, you know what, I could come a little earlier, is that okay with you? And sometimes they're cool, like, yeah, come by.
All right, Mark. Another thing that slows down a lot of detailers, talking to the customers before, during, and after. What's your strategy or game plan so you don't fall behind?
Sometimes, like, they do want to talk with you, and totally fine, but just give yourself a little bit of time. But if they want to talk consistently and like eat a lot of time, I'll just tell them like, hey, okay, cool, cut it short. Like, let me get this car ready for you, and then come back and connect with it. You know, you don't want to waste like 30 minutes on a car just by talking, because then it goes into your profit, and it goes into you wasting time, you showing up late. So you got to be friendly, but then at the same time, know that in the back of your head, hey, you need to knock this car out because you have a time frame to get to. So,
give me your top 3 things you tell customers so they could stop talking, bro. So number 1 was, hey, let me finish this car, I'll get back to you, right?
yeah, usually I'll be like, all right, cool, man. Like, let me finish with this car real quick, and then we'll get it going. And or the second one is, but all right, cool. Like, you know, you just like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah. All right, cool. And then, you know,
They
you don't
kind
want
of
to
get
be
the hint.
you don't want to get rude though, because then like if you know, tell them some things that they don't want to hear, then they don't want to connect with you, and then this is probably just going to be strictly business. But yeah, I just tell them, all right, man, yeah, that's cool. And then you let them talk for a little bit, and then for me, I don't really necessarily ask any questions just because I'm trying to like get the job done and stuff. So.
Hey, have you ever told them like, hey man, I'm running late. Hope, you know, like be straight up with them. Hey, I'm running late. I'm trying to get this done. I got to be on my next appointment at 5. I wish I could talk to you. Or you never say that?
Nah, I don't say that. I just, all right, cool, man. Like, let me get on this car real quick, and then, yeah, we'll connect. I'll get back to you real quick. Let me just finish up this car. And then at the end, all right, cool, man. I'll talk to you later.
And what about after, though? You know, you're done with the car, and they're like, they just want to vent. You know, some people just want to talk to somebody. And you're a really likable person, man, easy to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, you're probably trying to walk to a car or put stuff, and they're still talking to you. What do you
Yeah.
tell them then?
I don't really mind like if they talk to me, but if they're still talking to me, I'll just keep working with the generator on or pressure washer on, and just keep talking to them. But don't let them. I don't let like the clients like try to like slow me down in a sense. But yeah, like I did see something on I think that was our Instagram post. Remember a while back ago?
Yeah.
We did something like that,
Yeah.
and a lot of people like they got like salty. Oh, why would you not talk to your clients? And like, yeah, we do talk to our clients, but when it comes to like if we're like taking like 30 minutes on the conversation, it's going to be hard to like make money in the long run. But I like to know if you guys talk to your clients, what do you guys tell them to cut it short, or do you guys just keep talking off and go from there? But yeah, drop it down in the comments below, and let's see what we guys got.
All right, Mark, I want to ask you another question, man. Last question for the video. Things happen in detailing. You run out of water. You forget something at a client's house or your house. You're rushing. What advice do you have for new detailers who don't know how to deal with certain situations? For example, let's say you forgot to wash towels. You're out of towels. Do you let your customer know? Do you go to the nearest Walmart? Do you make a trip back to a detail store? What's your game plan?
Say if I'm out of towels and that's it, like I don't have anything else, I'll just go run to the store and go grab some more.
Like
you
a
know?
Walmart or detail?
Anything like well, not necessarily anything. You go to like Sam's Club, but obviously it's gonna take too long.
Yeah.
So I'd rather go to like a nearest detailing shop real quick and get a quick pack. And then yeah, man, there's days that we'll do a lot of cars, a lot of maintenances, and sometimes I run out of glass towels, and I'm like, damn. So what I do, I'll just have to buy a pack or two and just like whatever, you know. Regardless of the situation, you're gonna buy the towels anyways.
Yeah.
So I'll just buy them then.
One thing I've seen a lot of detailers do, and I don't know if it comes from experience or they're just that type of person, you gotta improvise a lot on the spot when something goes wrong. Like for example, you run out of water, you use the customer's water and make sure you don't get no water spots. You run out of a chemical, hey, you find the second best chemical
Yeah.
to make it happen, you know?
Yeah. Like for me, like if I ran out like Wise Guy, like my degreaser, what I go to is like my solution, which is from Shine Supply as well. That's kind of a strong thing. Just use it more or less diluted. So for instance, like 1-to-1, and it's kind of in a sense like Wise Guy. So yeah, there's always like different chemicals you have that are kind of like the same thing. For instance, Bug Off. What I use if I don't have Bug Off, I usually use what is it called? Solution from Shine Supply. Just all-purpose cleaner. Just dilute it a little bit more. For like, say for instance, like interior detailer, I just use the O&R. It could be a multi-purpose chemical. Say if I ran out of Wise Guy, use solution. If I run out of, say if I ran out of tire dressing, I have another dressing for the interior. You could just use it for the tire dressing. So you can improvise a lot. And then say if I ran out of glass cleaner, I could use O&R, or I could use, let's see, I could use just rubbing alcohol, 50-50. So yeah. All right, guys, today we're wrapping up the video, and that's how I handle the situations when I'm running late. If you have any other suggestions or ideas, drop them down in the comments below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it.